Were you guys able to submit whatever I asked last week on time? Everything was good?
Yep.
Okay guys, so pretty much today we're going to continue on what we had last week. One of the instructions actually, let me open up the instructions here so we can look at it together. So what we did last week was we created a roof framing plan. And the way we created this is first we brought the grid. We use commands such as lay ISO, lay and ISO to make our life easier. Do you guys remember that? We also learned how to create blocks with attributes, so we are able to click here and change the value that is inside. We learned how to do that. And we learned how to read this table over here, which is a beam schedule table, remember? So we learned the difference between beam, joists, and columns. Columns are vertical structure, while beams and joists are going to be horizontal. The difference is the loads that joists get are usually lower than the beam, and the joists will usually be supported by a beam, right? And this is how we name them. One of the things that I probably didn't tell you guys, and it was on purpose, so we learned a new command today, was this. Do you remember that on this table over here, let me try to open both together. Check it out. On this table over here, it says OWSJ 450. Did you guys write this on AutoCAD for the name of that? Yeah. Okay, so what do you think this means, OWSJ 450? What do you think this is? So everything that starts with the W here, we're talking about a beam, right? What do you think this OWSJ here is? Come on guys, just try anything, even if it's wrong.
It's that, isn't it?
The question, what OWSJ?
What's that, isn't it?
Yeah, what is that?
Support.
Yeah.
This guy knows. So this is a beam, this is a beam. The ones that are on 45 degrees here, what is this?
Column.
Column. And what are these?
Joists.
They're joists,
Joists.
okay? So they are joists, and when we specify OWSJ, it's just a nomenclature for joist, and 450 means the size of the joist that we are using is the 450 one. So do you remember here on the bottom that we are using 450 by 10.6? This is actually the same joist as this one over here, okay? So, look here. In my case, I named all of them 450 by 10.6, but probably you named all of them by OWSJ 450, the ones that are here, okay? Now, instead of you deleting that, I'm gonna teach you a command that you can find and replace this based on what you wrote. So let's see, for example, I'm gonna do an example wrong here, so you guys can do it right on your computer, okay? Because I have the right answer here, but let's do it the opposite way. So every OWSJ 450, I actually want it to become 450 by 10.60, okay? Does that make sense? So I'm trying to replace all the names OWSJ 450 to 450 by 10.6. Yeah.
Sorry, this the roof framing command that was doing already, right?
Yeah, this morning.
Okay.
Yeah. Did you do it?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. No, and it's fine. We're going to be working on this today too. We're going to do some changes, and these changes are going to be uploaded on the next version that is submitted by next week, okay? What I'm trying to say is, if you name this, and you probably did, and that's not wrong because I didn't give you instructions to not name like this, we need to change it right now. But I don't want you to come here and double click and edit this. It will be too much work. Do you guys agree? There is a way, there is a command in AutoCAD that is called find. Do you guys use it already? And it's called find. So if you type find, check it out. Guys, pay attention here please. If I type find here, this table here will appear, okay? Find what? What do I want to find? In your case, you are going to type OWSJ 450. Because I don't have any here, look what I'm going to do. Don't do it yet, just look at what's going to happen here. Find what? I'm going to say find 450 by 10.6, okay? And replace with OWSJ 450. You guys are going to do the opposite of this. You're going to find this and replace with this. And where do you want to find where? Instead of finding the entire drawing, I want to set a limit. I want to say just find in this box over here, whatever is inside of this box, change with this. So I'm going to click here on this icon over here, and I'm going to say the area that I want to search is just my roof framing plan. Okay? I'm going to say enter. This table is going to come up again, and I'm going to say replace all. Look what's going to happen with my roof framing plan. If you see here, I have 450 by 10.60, I think I need. I'm going to say replace all. 56 matches found, 56 objects changed. If I go here and I say done, everything that was 450 by 10.6 change it to OWSJ450. Does that make sense? Yeah. So once you need to change something, let's say you were designing and they told you to use all the same joists, but then later in the day they come up here, you know what, we actually made a mistake, we should have used this one over here. You can use the command find to make your life easier and change that with a blink of an eye. I'm gonna do it again and change it to the appropriate one. So this is what you're gonna do on your own. I'm gonna say find, I'm gonna say OWSJ450, and I wanna replace OWSJ450 by 450 by 10.60. Okay? I'm gonna say here, where do I wanna find? I wanna find here, enter, replace all. The same 56 that I replaced before got replaced again. So if I go here, all the names got corrected. Okay? So I don't have to worry about centering them again. If you've done all that work, just 2 seconds, it's going to be ready for you. Any questions about this? Clear how to use the command find? Okay, cool. The next step that we need to do here is to create our roof beam pre-cut schedule. So pretty much, when we draw something like this and we give to the person to actually buy the materials, we also provide them with a table like this, where we say, well, we need to buy a beam that it's W530 by 66, the length of it is 9120, and the quantity, for example, is 2. So I need 2 of these beams. I need 2 of these, 2 of these, 2 of that. Does that make sense? We provide them a table with the material that we need to buy. Now, in here, this table needs to be organized by length, by size of the beam. So the greatest size go on the top, the lowest size go on the bottom, and the same with the length. So if I have the same beam, let's see if I find an example here. Let's say this one over here, 310 by 21, 310 by 21. They're the same beam, but they have different length. So when this happens, the highest length needs to go on top, and the shortest length needs to go on the bottom. Does that make sense? Here, it's asking you to do manually. If you do them manually, you're going to spend like an hour, and you're probably going to miss a number, and it's not going to work. So I'm going to teach you a way to do it using Excel, okay? Like Microsoft Excel, you know Excel. So the way we need to do this, and I'm going to give you guys time to work on, it's this. So let me open Excel over here. If I can. So you guys can launch Excel. Do you guys know how to use Excel? Like, is it something that you use a lot or no?
Yeah.
It's actually a very interesting software. You can do a lot. I don't know 10% of it, but everything that I learned, it's pretty much based on work. We use a lot of this on work, so it's good to get good at it, okay? So the things that we need to do here is, as per instructions, we need the size, the length, and the quantity. So look what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna write size here. I'm gonna write length here, and I'm gonna write quantity, okay? I'm gonna merge these cells over here. I'm gonna merge these cells, and I'm gonna write roof beam 3 5 schedule. Okay, and I'm gonna make this here. I'm just making it a bit bigger so it fits. I'm a little bit picky with the design, so I'm gonna make this a little bit bigger so I know what it is. I'm gonna make this center. This is not important if you're not gonna use this. It's just a matter of how we design the table. And then I'm gonna start going to my drawing. Look what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go into my drawing. I'm gonna send my, do you see here that I don't see my beam, I just see my grid? I think I showed you this last class, but I'm gonna select similar to select the entire grid, and I'm gonna say draw order, send to back. Why do I do that? So now I can see my beam here. I need to I need to list all the beams that I have here, not the joists. So only the ones that starts with W, north, south, east, west, not columns either, just beams. It's a roof beam pre-scheduled. I need to name all of them. So check it out. Instead of me trying to sort them right now. I'm just gonna take all the names. So this one here, for example, is a W 410 by 46. The length of it is, this length over here is the sum of this, which is, let me measure from here to here, 9120. So the length of this 9120. The quantity right now is 1. If later I have another one of these, I'll group them, but for now it's this one. Then I'm gonna go with this one over here. Then I have W 310 by 21, and the length of this is 7945, so 7945, the quantity is 1. And I'll keep doing this for my entire drawing. That's gonna be a bit too much, but you guys have to do it, okay? So 7945. Do you see here that I have the same beam 1? You can, if you see this right away, you can actually change here to 2 and delete this one. But if you don't see it, you can leave like this for now, because the idea is Excel is going to help us with that. Check that out. 530 by 66. The length is 9120. As of now, I have 1. I'm going to just take one more random here. This one, W 310 by 28. The length of this is, this beam over here, the length of this is 7250, 7250, and the quantity is 1. So I'm going to do this for every beam that I see here. So every beam that starts with W, which are the beams, I'm going to list in here, and I'm not worrying right now by size and length. I know that I need to sort them by size and length, but I'll do that later, yes?
Can we just go in instructions and look at that chart that tells us something?
Yeah, but that won't tell you the size of it.
Oh.
Okay, so you can use that to, later on, once you finish this, you could go there and try to see if you have the same number. You can use that on your own advantage. However, in a real world, that chart would never exist, because you would be the designer drawing this. But you could use that, but the length you need to grab from the drawing. This portion over here, we don't have there. Okay, does that make sense? So, but look what I'm gonna do here. Imagine that I filled everything here. Okay, I've done everything. But now I want to make sure that the size of my beam is largest to smallest here, which, for example, the 530 is the largest one, then it would be the 410, and then would be the 310 by 28, and the last one would be 310 by 21. And then I also want to sort by length, okay? So look what I would do. I would select this. I don't select the titles, I just select the beam. And I'm going to go here, sort and filter. And I'm going to go custom sort, okay? If I go here, I want to say, sort by size. I want values. I want Z to A. This means small, the largest to smallest. Okay. I'm gonna add another level. Once you sort by this, I also want you to sort by length values, and I want the smallest to the largest. Because it starts with W here, it's required to be Z8. Okay. Once I hit OK here, look what's gonna happen here. Automatically fix everything for us. We just now need to look for things that are the same. For example, this beam and this beam, same size, same length. I have one here. Instead of having 2 lines, I'm going to put 2 here, and I'm going to delete this line over here. Okay? If something like this happens, but actually here I have 6120, you would not group them. Even though they're the same beam, they have different length, you would still have them 1 and 1. Does that make sense? Yeah? So okay, so I want you guys to find and replace all the beams here, and I want you to create this table over here on Excel, and we will take it from there. I'll give you guys 20 minutes to do it. It shouldn't take more than that. Okay?